Hello, and thank you for staying up late with us. I'm Ashley Godwin here with meteorologist Corrales Ortiz. Corrales, I'm excited for Christmas, but dreading what this weather might look like for us.
I know, every time we get towards the Christmas season, I know winter officially is right around the corner.
Right.
And we're also expecting some pretty cold temperatures as well, which is why I highlighted that behind us. As you can see, a bit of a temperature roller coaster. And yes, I had to put that burr emoji on there because we're going to be seeing some of the coldest temperatures that we haven't seen in probably since last winter.
Oh, wow.
So here's an idea of what we're expecting temperature wise. We are going to be seeing the return of not only temperatures in the 20s for highs, also 30s as well. Starting off our week though at about average, and then we have a pretty strong cold front pushing on through on Thursday. So we'll get more specifics with that, and if we can expect any type of precipitation associated with that warm front, with that cold front. 33 degrees right now, clear skies tonight. It's going to be quiet and chilly though. Temperatures dropping to about the 20s, mid to upper 20s. The winds are going to be much lighter. They were a little bit breezier today, made it feel a lot colder than it was. Your Sunday will be sunny to start, but clouds will be increasing into the afternoon hours. We'll be nearing that 50-degree mark. But as I mentioned, we have some pretty cold temperatures in our forecast as we near that Christmas holiday. So I'll be talking about that and what else we may see for your upcoming week in the forecast coming up.
All right, thanks, Corrales. Every December, men and women gather at the Little Rock National Cemetery, rain or shine, in warm weather or cold, to lay remembrance wreaths on the graves of our veterans. Tonight, THV 11's Frederick Price teaches us why we remember, honor, and teach.
For the hundreds gathered at Saturday's Wreaths Across America ceremony, this day isn't about decorating the more than 22,000 headstones here. Ricky Collins Sr. tells me this is about honoring those who paid the ultimate price.
Show respect for my parents. They're in a cemetery right now.
Collins, who served in the U.S. Navy for 20 years, placed 2 wreaths honoring his father, Clarence Thomas Jr., a first lieutenant, and his mom, Rosemary Collins.
They was in love with each other, you know, till the day they passed.
And even after his father's death, Collins wants to make sure his name and sacrifice are not forgotten.
Most people don't know, but these...
A mission Bubba Beeson says everyone came to accomplish.
One of the things that I heard someone say is, they say you die twice, once when you stop breathing and once when your name is said for the last time.
Nearly 500 volunteers and families walked, stopped, and placed more than 17,000 wreaths on a headstone of a fallen hero, every time their name said aloud.
This might be the only time of the year that their name is said.
It's an opportunity, he says, to remember the fallen, honor those who serve, and teach children the value of freedom.
Just to be able to look at someone that served in the Spanish-American War, you know, Korea, World War I, World War II, I mean, and just to show people that, you know, freedom isn't free.
And with each remembrance wreath laid,
I think of what, if this individual that's this headstone represents could tell me what they experienced through life and how they served.
Collins reminding everyone it's important to not forget and keep their memory alive.
Because we sacrifice for the ones that still serve, so we always show respect.
In Little Rock, Frederick Price, THV 11 News.
And another tragic death of an officer, this one while assisting in the Wreaths Across America procession in Northwest Arkansas. Today we learned of the death of 51-year-old Benton County Detective Paul Daniel Newell. Newell died in a motorcycle crash this morning while helping with the event in Bentonville. The Benton County Sheriff's Office tells us Newell served the community for more than 24 years.
It's just an unfortunate circumstance that happened this close to the holidays, but then also to escorting the wreaths down to the National Cemetery. But I'm sure that it was definitely for a good cause, and it's unfortunate.
Earlier today, the Washington County Sheriff's Office added a mourning ribbon and raised their mourning flag in honor of the fallen officer. And the visitation for Sergeant Donald Scobie, the Stuttgart police officer killed in the line of duty earlier this week, will be tomorrow at Turpin Funeral Home from 5 to 7 p.m. His funeral will be Monday at the Grand Prairie Center on Highway 165 at 1 p.m. And 2 adults are charged with murder after police found the body of a 6-year-old boy under the floor of a Lee County home. Arkansas State Police say they were called to a home by county deputies last night just before 11 p.m. after the body was discovered buried below a hallway floor. Initial findings reveal that the boy may have died 3 months ago. 28-year-old Ashley Rowland, the mother of the children, and 33-year-old Nathan Bridges were arrested for several charges that include capital murder, abuse of a corpse, tampering with physical evidence, and endangering the welfare of a minor. A 6-year-old girl with scalp burns was also taken from the home and is receiving treatment at a Memphis hospital. And the House Select Committee investigating the Capitol riot is considering asking for multiple criminal charges against former President Donald Trump. Sources say the January 6th committee may ask the Justice Department to pursue charges of obstruction of an official proceeding and conspiracy to defraud the federal government. They are also weighing whether to pursue a criminal charge of assisting an insurrection. And tonight, much of the country is facing a triple threat of flu, RSV, and COVID. And a new milestone this week as the U.S. recorded 100 million COVID cases since the start of the pandemic. Michael George joins us with more.
The Buck family of Marin County, California is venturing out again after recovering from a bad outbreak of the flu.
It's been literally hell.
Just as Americans gather for the holidays, the nation is being gripped by a triple-demic of respiratory illnesses: COVID, the flu, and RSV. The CDC estimates there have already been 15 million flu cases, with nearly every part of the country reporting high or very high levels.
This is the season. It's hitting hard and early.
Some have reported difficulty finding cold and flu medicine and children's painkillers. COVID cases are also surging, though not as high as last year. The White House is once again providing Americans with free tests at covidtest.gov.
We preserved the tests so we could have them on hand for exactly this moment.
RSV hospitalizations remain high, putting a strain on hospitals. CBS News medical contributor Dr. David Agus says Americans should limit their exposure to others this week.
I don't want you sick and not being able to go to your family event. So as much as possible now, try to use caution so that we can all get together for those family events.
And Dr. Agus also says it's not too late to get your flu shot. It takes about a week to kick in, and remember, the flu season will continue for the next few months. Michael George, CBS News, New York.
And we're counting down the days until Christmas, many of us waiting to spend quality time with our families and friends. But there was no waiting at the Funland Amusement Park in North Little Rock today. Santa was there giving kids a train ride around the park, and Mayor Terry Hartwick was also there reading stories. And of course, you can't forget the milk and cookies and crafts. Funland will soon close because of the cold weather, but they will reopen again next year.
In the spring, we're going to open back up in April, and we'll have a lot of activities going on then.
Organizers tell us this annual event doesn't usually happen this late in the month. Rainy conditions forced the city of North Little Rock to reschedule. And further north in Conway, they had their Christmas parade tonight. People lined downtown as the parade passed through, handing out goodies and spreading Christmas cheer. But one not so cheerful person was there, the Grinch. And one little girl said she had a very important question to ask him.
I think it was really fun because they threw candy at us. And I kept yelling at the Grinch if he still liked his onions.
The girl said the Grinch did not answer her question.